Factsverse presents the biggest scandals to ever hit the History Channel. Years ago, the History Channel was a television network about history. Remember those days? Man, I loved it back then. They had shows about World War I and World War II, documentaries about anything and everything in history, and over the years, the network has stopped doing that. They've kind of pulled away from being history-driven, and they started airing shows about various different things. Over the years, some of the stars of these shows have had some serious scandals in their lives, too. Maybe the History Channel should have stuck with history. That way there wouldn't be any scandals, except for the ones in history. Anyway, we got some of the biggest scandals to ever hit the History Channel. First, help us spread the word about Factsverse by clicking that like button. Also, be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. And while you're watching the video, tell us, what is your favorite History Channel show? Tell us in the comments. Ice Road Truckers Arrest. Ice Road Truckers was one of History Channel's most popular shows. It showed the lives of truckers who drive on the dangerous roads of Canada and Alaska. Well, in 2013, the show's star, Timothy Zicker, kidnapped a woman and held her for ransom. He kidnapped Lisa Cadeau after hiring her for sex work in Las Vegas. He claimed that she overcharged him by $1,000. He demanded she meet him to settle the dispute, and he dragged her back to his apartment, beat her up, tied her up, and shoved her in a closet. He repeatedly doused her with cold water from a mop bucket. Lisa feared for her life, for good reason it sounds like, and gave Timothy a number to an undercover detective whom she said would pay the ransom. He had no idea that he was walking into his own arrest. Ancient Aliens Racism. Ancient Aliens was a show that had people spouting conspiracy theories about aliens and pyramids. The show had a lot of racist concepts as well that targeted all minorities. Even though these were famous conspiracy theories, people didn't think that they had a place on television. They should have stuck to talking about aliens. The Kennedys, too controversial. The Kennedys was a $30 million miniseries about the lives of John F. Kennedy and his family. When the script was leaked, the Kennedy family allies were furious. After months of rewrites and reshoots, the high-profile project was just scrapped altogether. The official statement from the History Channel was that it was not a good fit for the brand. And you gotta admit they do have a point. I mean, what do past presidents have to do with history, am I right? The cast of Swamp People were Troublemakers. This show followed the lives of alligator hunters in Louisiana. Unfortunately, it was not the alligators that caused the cast problems. It was actually the cast themselves. R.J. Molinier and J. Paul Molinier were arrested for attacking a man with a beer bottle. Trapper Joe was arrested for punching his girlfriend in the chest and burning her with a lit cigarette. And finally, Roger Rivers Jr. was arrested for selling illegal meat. They were all their own worst enemies. Bigfoot Captured is 100% fake. Bigfoot Captured was meant to be fiction, but in a documentary style, and that fact was buried deep in the credits. So a lot of people thought the whole thing was real, and then they were appalled when they found out that it was a scripted docudrama. Hunting Hitler was insensitive. Many people found the show Hunting Hitler to be very insensitive. They believed that it trivialized Hitler and gave credence to the weird conspiracy theory regarding his escape to Argentina. There was a man in the documentary who was the grandson of a Nazi war criminal. The History Channel agreed to pixel out his face to protect his identity, but there was one shot where they messed up the editing and his face could clearly be seen. The Amelia Earhart documentary was debunked immediately. Amelia Earhart, The Lost Evidence, had people really excited. The documentary suggested that Amelia Earhart survived the crash in 1937 and the U.S. government knew it and helped cover it up. Shortly after the documentary aired, though, a blogger debunked the critical piece of evidence right away. The photo that the documentary claimed was proof that Amelia was alive was from a coffee table book, and the photo was taken 2 years before her last flight. American Pickers DUI Arrest. American Pickers has the show's two stars traveling the country, looking through people's trash, trying to find treasure. Star Frank Fritz was pulled over while under the influence of Xanax and alcohol. He was arrested for DUI and for driving the wrong way on an interstate. Not the best behavior for a History Channel star. The cast of Pawn Stars lawsuit. Pawn Stars follows the day-to-day lives of the people who work at world-famous gold and silver pawn shop in Las Vegas. In 2012, the cast was sued for $5 million by their former talent agency. They claimed that their ex-clients switched agencies, causing them to lose a fortune in commission. The agency claimed that the History Channel executives intentionally lured the stars away, sending them to a rival agency. There's no information regarding the case. Pawn Stars Chum Lee's arrest. Chum Lee is a fan favorite for his part in Pawn Stars. In 2016, the police went to his home to follow up on sexual assault allegations against him. While they didn't find evidence of the sexual assault, they did find a lot. A lot. When they searched his Chum room, they found a lot of chums, like marijuana, meth, and a lot of illegal firearms. They also found items that people who sell drugs use. So to avoid jail time, he accepted a plea deal, even though he was still charged with several felonies. There are other scandals from the History Channel we just didn't have time for, but I'm sure you know about them, so tell us about those scandals in the comments below, and subscribe for more.